What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday to everybody. One thing that I think I'm going to continue doing in my videos is just letting you guys know who I am instead of getting right into the topic. I feel like I'm across the table having a conversation with you. So I don't want to just be super transactional. I'm a very relationship oriented guy. Actually read a book once that talked about the different styles that people connect with. And I love building a relationship and building a rapport before getting into business or the topic of things. Sometimes it is the other way around though, right? I want to know that I can connect with someone on business. I want to connect with someone on like-mindedness, and then a relationship follows. So truly it depends. But I'm what you would classify as a yapper. So sometimes I just like to talk and see what type of conversation we can get going. But that is just a little bit of insight about me. As far as today, the thought that was really dominating my mind is really what my motivation is. And I know in the past I've shared how my priorities have shifted and the things that I want now in life are different. This, in my opinion, is something a little bit different as far as motivation goes. Motivation for me is what inspires me, what type of activities, what type of endeavors, what type of actions can I take that inspire me. And for Sajin, there's really two things at this point in my life that really inspire me. And it is the opportunity to inspire others, and it is the opportunity to entertain others. And if you look at just the track record and the history of my life, and even with what's going on right now, on one hand, I set up this channel as a method of inspiration. If it only reaches one person and happens to inspire them along their journey, or it provides a level of long-term inspiration, then that's satisfying and very fulfilling to me. I know for myself as well, whenever I'm out meeting new people, making new connections, having different conversations, I end up in a part of a conversation where I may hear about someone's struggle or someone's challenge or a situation that they're in. And not that I'm looking to be anyone's guru, but if I can provide a bit of inspiration and a bit of positivity to them, then to me, that's very fulfilling. That's very satisfying. And I have that relationship with my closest friends as well, where we all hear about each other's situations and find ways to motivate, find ways to inspire, because life is pretty challenging, and it can have its really, really highs, and it can have its really, really lows. And I believe having people there to inspire you through all of those seasons is ultra important. On the other hand, I also love to entertain. I was probably classified as a class clown growing up. Love to make people laugh, love to entertain people, whether it's being funny or acting certain things out, or just being a little bit of a wild man. And as I've gotten older and a little bit more mature, I've been able to reel that in. But entertainment is so important to me because as much as we need to have inspiration and upliftingness, I think a lot of times we just need to laugh too. We need to find the joy or the comedy or something in a situation that just makes us chuckle inside. One of my closest friends, Antonio, and I, we have a phrase called low grading, which is when you're just laughing to yourself. And I have a lot of those moments throughout the day where I'm constantly reflecting on different things that have happened, and it just makes me laugh, or it just makes me chuckle. And I believe entertainment is so important for our spirit, for our soul, just for our well-being. I love comedy, hence my friend and I building the channel, The Social Intellects, as a comedy channel. And then I have this as well for self-reflection and the inspiration side. But comedy is so important. It uplifts you. If you need to be uplifted, sometimes someone else saying something to you won't help. Sometimes it's you sitting down, watching a comedy skit, stand-up comedy, a funny movie, and just laughing and relating to that story. Because one of the things that I'm learning about comedy is it's just the way that you frame your story. It's just the way that you look at your situation. And the funniest people have some of the funniest perspectives that are also very relatable to us in those situations. And so for me, entertainment is super important because I love the feeling that comes from entertainment, as well as the feeling and fulfillment that comes from inspiration. And as I reflect on my life, I believe those have been constants as well. Whether it was me as a child and my grandmother actually sharing different jokes for me that were newspaper clippings, if you could believe that, and me trying to implement those jokes at a family function or at a family dinner or just in life. And on the inspiration side, the same thing, especially during sports in high school and just in later years, definitely getting into the business world, I realized how important inspiration was. And on a daily basis, I am constantly writing affirmations and personal inspiration. And I've got a vision board and affirmations written on my bathroom wall, actually. And those help me keep going. Those help remind me of the struggle and the fight sometimes that we have to go through. So for me, it's inspiration and it's entertainment, and those guide my decisions. Those guide how I choose how to do things in life. And what I've noticed is certainly there's a comfort zone in pursuing inspiration or entertainment based things. And we probably all do that on our own levels, but it's allowed me to pursue activities or find groups of people that I have the highest ability to connect with from a community standpoint. And the other thing is now that I know that those are my comfort zone, I know how to get out of my comfort zone and explore and do things that are outside of that, because I also think it's important for us to just have very diverse, multicultural, ever-evolving lives. So it's a point of reflection that I think is important for everybody to figure out how you want to move, how you want to act, or just who you are. I think that's a big part of the life journey, is figuring out who you are. And so I hope this message helps and it provides some grounds for self-reflection for you to say, hey, what gets me up every day? What really moves me? And maybe what can I do to shift my life to get back to that core so I can have that fulfillment and sense of satisfaction that I've potentially been missing. So I appreciate you guys listening. For everyone who does, hope you have an awesome Tuesday and look forward to talking with you.